Hello everyone, this is Teacher Luis, your mommy tutor. Today we're going to discuss about rounding off numbers. When we are rounding off numbers, you always remember that you need to look at the digit to the right of the place value of the number you are rounding off, so that you'll know if you're going to round up or round down that number. When we say round up, we are going to round up that number if the digit is 5 or more. Meaning, if those numbers if the number beside the number you're rounding off is 5 or more, so it can be 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. Any of this number, you are going to round up. Okay? And when we round up, we usually add 1 to the number that we are rounding off. Now, if the number or if the digit to the right of the number that you are rounding off is less than 5, that number can be 4, 3, 2, 1, or 0. We are going to round down the number. So when we say round down number, we are not going to add any number, or we're not going to add 1 to the number we're rounding off, but instead, the number will still remain the same. So, yung ibig sabihin nun, pag nagra-round off ka ng number, lagi mong titingnan yung number bago yung place value ng number na nira-round off mo. Okay? So, magra-round up ka kung yung number bago doon sa number na nira-round off mo ay 5 or more, ibig sabihin 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9 siya, magdadagdag ka ng 1 doon sa number na yon. Pero, pag yung number beside the number you're rounding off is less than 5, meaning pwede siyang 4, 3, 2, 1, or 0, you're going to round it down. Meaning, wala kang babaguhin dun sa number na yon. Hindi ka magdadagdag ng 1. At hindi rin siya bababa. The same lang siya. Pareho lang yung number. And then afterwards, magiging 0 na lang yung mga numbers to the right of the number you're rounding off. To further understand what rounding off is, let us do some examples. Okay? Let's look at the example here. We were going to round this number to the nearest tens place value. So, to the nearest tens place value, so that number is 2. Okay? This 2 here, titingnan mo yung number to the right. And when you look at it, the number to the right of 2 is 8. And 8 is more than 5. At dahil more than 5 siya, anong gagawin natin sa 2? We are going to add 1 to it. So if we're going to write that, we're going to write 6,730 as the answer. As you can see here, yung 2 naging 3. At yung number to the right of 2 became 0. Okay, so this is the rounding off of this number to the nearest tens. Now, what if we're going to round it off to the nearest hundred? So, where's the hundreds place value? Here, the 7th place. Okay, so 7, we're going to round it off this number to the hundreds place value, and that is 7. So, we need to look at the number before 7, and that is 2. 2 is less than 5. And because it's less than 5, we are not going to round up, but instead, we are going to round down. Meaning, hindi tayo mag-a-add ng 1 sa 7, but instead, yung 7 will still remain be 7. Okay, so if we're going to round this off, we just need to copy the 6 here. 6, and then 7. And then the rest of the number to the right of 7 will become 0. So since dalawa yung number dito, dalawa rin yung magiging zeros dyan. Okay? Another one. This one, we're going to round it off to the nearest thousand. So the thousands place value is the 6. Okay? So look at the number before 6 and it's 7. And 7 is 5 more than. And because of that, we are going to round up. And when we say round up, we are going to add 1 to 6. So 6 will become 7, and the rest of the number to the right of 6 will become 0. Okay? The last is this number. We're going to round it off to the nearest 10,000. So 10,000 is here. 3. So we need to look at the next to the right of 3, and that is 0. And 0 is less than 5. And because it's less than 5, ibig sabihin nun, kailangan nating mag-round down. And round down means wala tayong i-add na 1 doon sa place value kung saan natin inira-round off. So 3 will still be 3. And the rest of the number to its right will become 0. So since may 4 na number dyan, so may 4 din tayong 0 dito. So that's how we round off numbers. I hope you learned a lot today about rounding off numbers. So I'll see you again next time. Thank you.